Most men don't realize the biggest threat to their vitality is not age, genetics, or even hormones. It's circulation. Poor blood flow quietly steals energy, confidence, and performance long before symptoms are obvious. You see it in the mirror, the tired look, the weight gain around the waist, the lack of drive. You feel it when you wake up unrefreshed, dragging through the day with low stamina and feeling disconnected from the power you used to have. Society has conditioned men to believe that slowing down is normal, that fatigue is part of aging, that intimacy becomes a memory. But what if it isn't aging? What if it's your circulation? Because without proper blood flow, your body cannot deliver oxygen, nutrients, or hormones to the places that need them the most. And there's one area where poor circulation reveals itself quickly: male vitality. When blood flow slows, confidence dissolves, performance decreases, even mental clarity drops. This is why men who struggle with circulation often report brain fog, anxiety, irritability, and declining motivation. The body and the mind are more connected than most men realize. Your physical vitality feeds your emotional power. Here's the good news. Your body was designed to heal. Your blood vessels are living, dynamic structures. They can regenerate, they can grow stronger, they can become more flexible and more responsive. And there is a powerful, natural tool that urologists have been using to support circulation and vitality. Not a pill, not a supplement, not a risky procedure, but a simple oil applied before bed. Most men overlook the skin as a gateway to better blood flow. But the skin absorbs, it transfers, it delivers nutrition deep into the microcirculation. Unlike pills that must pass through the liver, topical oils go directly into local tissues, improving warmth, oxygenation, and circulation where it matters. There are natural oils rich in nitric oxide boosting compounds, omega fats, and anti-inflammatory antioxidants. These oils can relax smooth muscle, dilate blood vessels, increase blood flow, and support normal testosterone signaling. Why at night? Because nighttime is the only time when the nervous system shifts from stress mode into recovery mode. During the day, the body prioritizes survival, not growth. But while you sleep, your vessels repair. Applying certain oils before bed helps support the body's natural ability to restore healthy blood flow. By morning, better blood flow means better stamina, better confidence, better vitality. Most men try to treat the symptom of poor circulation instead of the cause. They take quick fixes that only boost blood flow temporarily, but nothing changes long term because the root problem remains: sluggish microcirculation and inflammation blocking the tiny capillaries responsible for delivering nutrients and hormones. When circulation improves, vitality returns, energy rises, muscle recovery strengthens, even mood improves. Men wake up with more drive, more power, more clarity, not because something artificial forced the body to respond, but because the body received what it needed to function as it was designed. Tonight, after you finish this video, you're going to know exactly which oil, why it works, and how to apply it to tap into your body's own healing intelligence. No hype, no nonsense, just simple biological truth. Your body wants to perform, your blood wants to flow, your vitality wants to return. It starts with circulation. Every man wants to feel powerful, competent, and in control. Yet the modern lifestyle weakens the very systems that keep men strong. Especially circulation. Poor circulation does not happen overnight. It builds slowly, silently, year after year, and most men don't notice anything is wrong until the problem becomes undeniable. Stress is the first enemy. When stress hormones rise, blood vessels constrict. The nervous system enters a constant fight-or-flight state. Instead of sending blood to vital organs, the body pushes blood towards survival muscles, the shoulders, the chest, the arms. Over time, chronic stress trains the blood vessels to remain tight and inflexible. Tight vessels mean restricted flow. Restricted flow means reduced vitality. Then comes inflammation. Fueled by sugar, alcohol, processed oils, and lack of sleep, inflammation thickens the blood, damages the inner lining of vessels, and slows capillary circulation. Think of inflammation like sludge in a pipe. It narrows space. It prevents nutrients from traveling. It suffocates tissues that rely on oxygen and blood flow. The next factor is decreased nitric oxide production. Nitric oxide is the body's natural vasodilator. It relaxes blood vessels, allowing blood to flow freely. Men begin losing nitric oxide production after age 30, even faster with stress, poor diet, or inactivity. Without nitric oxide, vessels become rigid. Blood flow decreases. Vitality drops. Hormonal imbalance is another hidden factor. Testosterone doesn't just affect libido, it affects circulation, muscle strength, confidence, and mental drive. Low circulation leads to reduced testosterone signaling. Reduced testosterone signaling further harms circulation. It becomes a vicious cycle. And lastly, sedentary habits slowly weaken the vascular system. Hours of sitting compress vessels. Lack of movement lowers nitric oxide production. The body becomes stagnant. Blood flow becomes sluggish. But here's the part that most men don't hear. Poor circulation isn't just a physical problem. It's an emotional one. When circulation is weak, intimate confidence drops and motivation declines, frustration increases, intimacy becomes stressful instead of fulfilling. Men begin to internalize the problem, thinking something is wrong with them, but the truth is simple. Without strong blood flow, the body cannot perform. Here's the shift. Improving circulation is not about trying harder. It's not about toughness or discipline. It's about signaling the body to relax, dilate, and allow healing to happen. When circulation improves even slightly, men begin waking up with more stamina, more motivation, more vitality. They walk differently. They speak differently. They show up differently. The body responds quickly when you give it the right input, and applying a specific oil before bed signals multiple healing pathways at once. Increases local circulation and supports nitric oxide production and warms tissues and relaxes vessels, and reduces inflammation in microcapillaries. Instead of forcing the body to perform, it helps the body remember how circulation is the source of vitality. Fix the flow, and you unlock strength spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Not all oils are created equal. Some oils sit on the skin without doing anything meaningful. Others penetrate into the microcirculation, delivering nutrients directly into the tiny blood vessels beneath the surface. Urologists prefer oils that support nitric oxide production, reduce inflammation, and improve vascular relaxation. One of the most powerful oils for this is castor oil, especially when infused with warming circulatory herbs like black seed oil or eucalyptus. But castor oil alone has a unique advantage. It is rich in ricinoleic acid, a natural compound that stimulates the lymphatic system and increases microcirculation. This is critical because proper blood flow doesn't just depend on arteries and veins, it depends on the lymphatic system clearing inflammation, pressure, and fluid buildup. Castor oil is one of the few oils with molecular weight small enough to penetrate deep into tissue, supporting circulation beneath the skin rather than simply moisturizing the surface. It improves blood flow by reducing inflammation inside capillaries and relaxing smooth muscle inside blood vessel walls. When blood vessels relax, they widen and circulation increases. Black seed oil is another powerhouse, often referred to as the oil that cures everything except death. Black seed oil contains thymoquinone, a compound shown to improve vascular dilation and reduce oxidative stress when circulation improves. Oxygen delivery increases. When oxygen increases, tissues perform better. For male vitality, this means stronger blood flow response, better endurance, and improved confidence. When black seed oil is combined with castor oil, you get a dual effect. Castor oil activates circulation through the lymphatic system, and black seed oil enhances vasodilation and nitric oxide pathways. Another oil that urologists frequently recommend is peppermint or eucalyptus essential oil, used in very small amounts diluted with castor oil. These oils do not increase circulation through nutrients. They increase circulation through temperature response. When peppermint hits the skin, your blood vessels dilate in response to a mild cooling sensation. When eucalyptus hits the skin, blood vessels expand to reduce the heat sensation. Both reactions increase blood flow. Combining castor oil with a drop of either oil creates a rapid warming and expanding reaction that encourages the smooth muscle of blood vessels to relax. Here's the biological magic. Blood flow increases when inflammation decreases. Poor circulation is rarely a plumbing problem. It's usually an inflammation problem. When tissue becomes inflamed, the blood vessels narrow to protect the area. Over time, chronic inflammation keeps vessels tight and rigid. Castor oil reduces tissue inflammation. Black seed oil reduces oxidative stress. Eucalyptus or peppermint oil promotes vessel dilation. Together, they create a powerful formula that signals the vascular system to relax, open, and flow. This combination doesn't force performance. It supports your body's natural ability to function. Pills can temporarily increase blood flow but do nothing for long-term vascular health. Oils restore the vessel's flexibility, elasticity, and responsiveness. When the vessels regain flexibility, blood flow becomes stronger and more consistent. Men report waking with more vitality, energy improves, confidence returns, not because something artificial forced the body into action, but because the body finally had the environment for healing. Your skin is not a barrier, it is a doorway. And when you apply the right oil before bed, you're not treating a symptom, you're treating the cause. Before bed, the body enters its natural healing phase. This is when the nervous system shifts from alertness into recovery. The parasympathetic state, blood vessels become more responsive, hormones rebalance, and cellular repair begins. When you apply the oil mixture during this time, you are working with your biology instead of against it. Start by warming a small amount of castor oil in your hands. Warming the oil slightly increases absorption and activates the lymphatic system beneath the skin. Touching the skin with warm hands automatically signals the nervous system to relax. Relaxation equals dilation, and dilation equals improved blood flow. Once the oil warms, add 1 drop of black seed oil or eucalyptus, peppermint essential oil. This mixture works quickly, so you don't need more than a small amount. Apply the oil gently. Slow movements send a neurological message to your brain. It is safe to relax. Relaxation is not just emotional, it's biological. When stress decreases, the blood vessels release tension. When tension releases, circulation increases. Men often underestimate how much stress affects their circulation. Even if you don't feel stressed, your blood vessels may be tight. Slow application recalibrates the nervous system. As you apply the oil, breathe slow, deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Deep breathing increases nitric oxide production in the sinuses and lungs, sending the signal for blood vessels to dilate. You are creating a total body circulation response, externally with the oil, internally with breath. Continue massaging the area until the warmth begins. Warmth means the microcirculation is activating. That warmth is your body beginning to heal. After application, avoid using your phone or anything that stimulates stress hormones. Blue light and emails activate adrenaline and cortisol, undoing the relaxation you just created. Instead, lie down and allow the oil to work while you sleep. While you rest, blood vessels expand, allowing more oxygen-rich blood to reach vital tissues. Overnight, your body clears out inflammation, repairs endothelial cells, and improves vessel elasticity. Consistency matters more than intensity. Do not expect one night to undo years of circulation decline, but day after day, night after night, circulation improves. The vessels become more flexible. Blood flow becomes more responsive. You begin to wake with more vitality. Not because a pill forced it, but because your blood flow returned. You are not stimulating performance. You are restoring your body's ability to perform. Improving circulation is not about one action. It's about creating the right internal environment so that blood vessels can expand, relax, and deliver oxygen efficiently. When you combine the oil with a few key daily habits, you multiply the results. Think of the oil as the ignition switch, and these lifestyle choices as the fuel. When both are aligned, the body becomes more responsive, more energized, and more capable at night and during the day. The first accelerator is hydration. Most people walk around mildly dehydrated, and dehydration makes blood thicker. When blood is thicker, it moves slowly. Slow-moving blood struggles to reach the smallest vessels in the pelvic area. A simple way to reverse this is to begin your morning with a large glass of water and add a squeeze of lemon. Lemon contains citric acid and potassium, which support electrolyte balance and help keep blood fluid. When blood flows smoothly, oxygen delivery improves. The second booster is nutrition, specifically foods that naturally increase nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is the molecule that tells your blood vessels to open. It is the biochemical language of circulation. Foods like beets, pomegranate, spinach, and citrus naturally increase nitric oxide production. When nitric oxide rises, blood vessels open and blood moves with ease. Try adding a small serving of one of these foods daily. A glass of pomegranate juice in the afternoon, roasted beets with dinner, or spinach in your omelet can create meaningful changes. Before bed, avoid heavy meals and excessive sugar. When you eat late at night, your body is forced into digestion mode instead of repair mode. Digestion requires blood flow to the stomach and intestines, meaning there's less circulating to other areas. Sugar triggers inflammation and causes blood vessels to stiffen temporarily. When blood vessels are stiff, circulation drops. Keep your evening light, vegetables, lean protein, and a calming herbal tea like chamomile or hibiscus. Another powerful habit is gentle stretching before bed. Stretching the hip flexors, lower abdomen, and pelvic area signals the nervous system to relax. Flexibility and circulation are connected. When muscles are tight, they restrict blood flow. When they loosen, circulation improves. Spend 3 to 5 minutes doing slow, deep stretches. The goal isn't intensity, it's openness. When the muscles release tension, the blood vessels beneath them expand. Breathing is another booster. Often underestimated, deep nasal breathing increases nitric oxide levels in your bloodstream. Every slow inhalation through the nose signals your vessels to widen. Try this. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 2, exhale for 6, repeat 5 times. As your breathing slows, your heart rate drops. When the heart rate drops, blood pressure stabilizes. When blood pressure stabilizes, blood vessels release tension. A final booster is reducing alcohol and smoking. Alcohol stiffens vessel walls and reduces nitric oxide production for up to 24 hours. Smoking constricts blood vessels instantly. Every cigarette tightens blood vessels and restricts circulation. The oil can help, but if you continue to introduce toxins that shrink your blood vessels, you're working against yourself. Stack these habits with the oil before bed, and the results multiply. The goal is to create a circulation-friendly environment inside the body so the oil can do its job from the outside. The oil opens the door, the habits keep it open. Together, they improve oxygen delivery, blood vessel responsiveness, and nighttime recovery. You are not chasing temporary stimulation. You are supporting your body's natural design. Changes happen quietly at night. You will not feel fireworks or dramatic sensations. What you will feel is progress, subtle at first, then undeniable. After the first night, most men notice more warmth in the area where the oil was applied. That warmth is circulation returning. Blood is flowing into areas where stagnation once existed. You may notice deeper sleep because improved circulation reduces tension in the nervous system. After 3 to 5 nights, you may notice waking with more morning energy. Your body repairs blood vessels during deep sleep, and by supporting your circulation at night, you're giving your vascular system a direct opportunity to heal. When blood vessels become more flexible, they respond better to everyday activities and natural stimulation. Your energy rises because oxygen delivery rises. After 1 to 2 weeks, inflammation begins to drop. Chronic inflammation is one of the biggest reasons blood vessels become stiff and unresponsive. When the oil reduces inflammation and the lymphatic system begins clearing excess fluid, tissues become softer, more nourished, and more responsive. You may notice less puffiness around the abdomen or hip area. Some men report warmer hands and feet, another sign of improved circulation. As circulation continues improving, confidence follows. Strengthening blood flow changes how you feel about yourself, not from ego, but from vitality. You no longer feel disconnected from your own body. Your body responds again. Your energy returns. Your endurance improves. Your mindset shifts because circulation isn't just physical, it affects emotional resilience. But the true transformation isn't from the oil, it's from consistency. A single drop won't change your life. Repetition will. Improving circulation is like training a muscle. The vessels get better every night you support them. Every night you apply the oil, breathe deeply, and allow your nervous system to enter recovery mode. You are teaching your blood vessels how to relax again. This practice becomes a ritual, a nightly investment into your future strength. A quiet reminder that you are taking control of your health rather than waiting for decline. Remember, performance is not about force. It's about flow. Where blood flows, life grows. Your body is designed to heal. Your blood vessels are designed to open. Your energy is designed to rise. All they need is consistency, nourishment, and circulation. Stay committed for 7 nights, and you will see changes. Stay committed for 21 nights. And you will feel changes. Stay committed for 60 nights, and you won't recognize the person you used to be. Circulation is vitality. Vitality is confidence. Confidence is freedom. Your transformation begins the moment you decide to take responsibility for your blood flow.